Hello everybody, welcome to the BOLO Flyer Creator, a situational awareness multi-jurisdictional resource. Today I'm going to work on creating a wish list of features that we would like to see implemented in future BOLOs. I'm going to go ahead and log in, but please bear in mind we are working with a test site, and the BOLOs that you see created are strictly for testing purposes only. They are not actual BOLOs, but they do resemble the way that they look on the live event, but the information and photos are just made up for the purpose of this test. My team and I have been working very hard and very diligently on this application. Wow, that's taken an awfully long time to load. Okay. Must be the school website. We frequently have an issue with the school website loading up this site and other sites, but this is the one we're working with today. So the first thing that happens is you come to the home page. I've made a list of things so I don't forget. So I'm going to take a quick look. Do not allow root user to demote him or herself. Perfect. You come here to the admin settings. You come to user management. You find the root user. Okay, I have one right here. You click on it. You select update information. Right here, I can choose to be one of these other officers. Officer, supervisor, one of these role players. The problem with this is if you are root and you select one of these, there's no way back to root. Therefore, root should not be allowed to demote him or herself for this matter. Okay. If I did that right now, I may not be able to continue with everything that I need to show you everything that I want to show you today. Uniformity across all pages. To me, that's huge. If it don't look good, nobody wants to use it. I'm going to log out so we can go from point one. This logo is on the front page. It's on this page. Looks really nice, doesn't move, and I would like to see this on every page. If there's a button, the button or whatever could be here or over here on this side. Whatever's written in this area could be written down here as a caption. I'll go to a few different pages. Now, FIU's contribution, we put in the logo for FIU. The same thing with the IBM. We put in the logo for the IBM at the top. And yeah, okay, that's acceptable because it's giving credits to who's worked on everything. But back in the website, there's nothing here. This is your home page. This of all pages should have it. Create a BOLO should be here. Doesn't matter which BOLO you select. This create a BOLO should be written here, and your image should be here. Archive, Same thing, archive BOLO should be written here, and the image should be here. Agency directory, same thing. This should be down, and this should have your image. Search BOLOs, again, same thing. Admin. The people using this product should know what the product is, period. It should have a uniformity and look nice. It's a great product. I'm proud to have worked on it. To me, this is just the sore eye. Okay. Boat templates should not be generic. Yeah, that's a good one too. Okay, and if we come to boat templates, you have boat theft. What happens if it's a boat involved in a hit and run? He runs over a jet skier. What if the person's driving erratically and someone turns him in for drinking and driving, DUI? Because that does happen on the water. To me, that should not be so generic to say it's only a boat theft. I noticed at some point propulsion. I believe this field should be something that you can type in as well, not just select one of these. What if you're dealing with a little bit bigger boat, perhaps a Viking, an ocean yacht? They're not going to have one of these motors. They're going to have an inboard, and I feel you're going to want to reflect that. So inboard, they may have twin motors, trip motors, but then they definitely don't have an Evinrude. Right here, we have propulsion written twice, once to highlight the area, once for the actual field. I believe we should get rid of one of these two and just keep one of them. The bigger one looks nice because it is an extra field. Same thing with the trailer. We have the same thing going on here. Here, instead of just saying NA, which fits, because here you have a yes selection, I feel there should be a no selection, and a no selection here. The empty space like this one works good. The empty space on this one to mirror this one would be good, but just have a no selection. Okay. The way that you cannot click this, that works great. Some of these things, well, we'll come back to that in a minute. So on the auto theft, the same thing. Maybe you're looking for a vehicle that's involved in a hit and run and they only got the tag number. So yeah, that should be looked at. Another thing I've noticed is if you're creating a BOLO and you click view, okay, so one of my team members looks like they got to that. We'll skip that one when I get to it. Let me take a look. What else do we have on the menu? Okay, on the generic templates, we'll start with this one. It should be required that the user selects one of these. If nothing else, they're just looking to talk to somebody, then it's information. And I've noticed that if they don't select a category, over here it offsets the BOLO a little bit, so everything's pushed up. So I think that they need to make sure that they have the category like this one right here. Another one with the updated and recovered, new, etc. Okay, at some point they're no longer new, but they are still active. And I believe that the ones that don't have something reflected here should have that. Because as you can see, the less things we take off the front of the bolo, the face, then the more white space we get here in the bottom. And to me, it doesn't look professional. This has a very nice professional look to it. This is losing it. This has lost it. It's about that whole look and feel at this point. The functionality's working in here. It's great. Now it's about getting that look and feel. Entire app. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to go here. Agency management. This is not the only place. Create a new agency. If something is not correct, the way that it's lit up on the templates, which I'll go back to and show that this writing is in red, is a great idea for an area like this. You want the user to know before they click submit and have to do it repeatedly several times because there's a small error in what they put in, that this has to be filled out. Same thing with the agency, agency ID. If it's a minimum of 4 characters, then that should be pointed out that, okay, you need at least 4 characters. If it's 6, you need at least 6. If it's 6 and no more than 8, then make that a validation. There was, settings, notifications. If no, okay, I'm gonna have to switch to another user, so I'll be able to show you this feature. So let me go over here and log in. Let me go in as an officer. Again, these bolos are set up for testing. These are not real-time bolos. Okay, notifications. No, it wasn't this one. Oh, data subscribers. Here we go. Disabled. Okay, if you come here and you don't update anything, you should not be able to click that button. This happens several times throughout the application. I totally understand that over here in the bolos that there's things you may not know their name, their birth date, their driver's license. There's things that you can just leave blank. We get that. But there's other things that you can't. And you shouldn't. So for instance, over here in data subscribers, add a new user, submit. Okay, that worked. No field can be left empty. But when you come back and you do a an update, you should not just be able to click. It should say that you have to modify some information. It should recognize that. There were some other places that I noticed when I was setting stuff up yesterday that do the same thing. I believe that's covered everything. Anywhere information is put should not. Oh, yes. Anywhere information's added in. Submit. All fields need to be filled. You don't want to erase this just because they didn't remember to fill in one of the other fields. The longer it takes people to use this, the less they want to use it. And if they make a simple mistake like this, you don't want them having to put information in. This becomes very frustrating when you get on a longer list like this. You miss one thing, now you got to go back and put everything in again. It's very frustrating. Something else I just caught: the number of users per page, be it users on the user management or agencies, should have some kind of cap on it. The BOLO's has a 24 cap. 24 would be good here. This, otherwise, potentially later, you could be scrolling down through hundreds of names to find something rather than having them laid out on pages. Back to the information. If same thing here, something happens, you get out, you leave, you get logged out of the system, I think you want to be able to come back and pick up where you were at if you forget to do something. But some of these templates are kind of long and you don't want that information just erased. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.